Hey YouTube, Estacado 5000 here, what's up? Here's another retro deck profile called Baboon Burn. So here we go. We got free Rise of the Storm Monarch. When this is tribute summoned, you can select one card on your opponent's field and return it to the top of the deck when it's tribute summoned. Then you got 2 Cyber Dragon. Then you got 1 Green Baboon, Defender of the Forest. Then you got the Beast attribute monsters for the build. You got free Nimble Momonga. Then you got a free Giant Rat, and then last but not least, you got the 2 Panda. So what this does is when a beast type monster you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard by battle or by a card effect, you can pay 1,000 life points to special summon this card from your hand or in the graveyard. So basically, if one of these get destroyed and this is on the field or a graveyard, you can just pay 1,000 life points. This comes out. When this is destroyed in battle and sent to the graveyard, you gain 1,000 life points, and you can special summon up to 2 of these from your deck onto the field in face-down defense position, obviously. One of the best monsters in the game back in the day. This allows you to special summon an Earth attribute monster with 1,500 or less attack from the deck onto the field in attack mode. So basically, it's like a version of Mystic Tomato for Earth attribute monsters. Then you got the Panda. What this card does is, this increases the attack by 500 points for each monster your opponent controls, and when this monster attacks an opponent's monster in defense mode, and if this monster's attack points exceeds that monster's defense points, the difference comes out of your opponent's life points, basically. So it's a pretty scary combo, obviously. They try to use Scapegoat. You're just asking for trouble, obviously, because they could take almost close to 4,000 points of damage after destroying 1 Scapegoat with it. Or if you have 2 on the field, even better, it'd be almost game over. Then you got Breaker the Magical Warrior, Sangin, Neospatian Grand Mole, Morphin Jar, and Marshmallow and Treeborn Frog to wrap up the monsters. Now for the spell cards, you got 2 Foolish Burial. You can use this to dump like either Treeborn Frog or a Green Baboon, the Defender of the Forest, from your deck into the graveyard. And then when one of your beast monsters, type monsters, are destroyed by battle, you pay 1,000 life points, special summon the Green Baboon, Defender of the Forest, from the graveyard to the field. It's pretty cool. Then you got 1 limited area type B and Messenger of Peace, which serves as a stall for the burn combo, which I'll show you momentarily. Then you got Giant Trunade, Heavy Storm, and Mystical Space Typhoon and Premature Burial to wrap up the spells. Now for the trap cards. Here are the burn cards. You got free Just Desserts. This inflicts 500 points of damage to your opponent's life points for every monster your opponent has on the field. So this is pretty cool. Then you got free Secret Barrel. This inflicts 200 damage to your opponent's life points for each card they have on the field, which is pretty cool. Then you got free Ojama Trio. What this does is you special summon up to free Ojama tokens to your opponent's side of the field, and those tokens cannot be used for a tribute summon of a monster. And if any of the tokens are destroyed, your opponent loses 300 life points for each token destroyed. Then you got Ceasefire, which inflicts 500 points of damage for each effect monster on the field. And no flip effects are activated during that time. So this can really thwart any flip effect monsters your opponent has, like Gravekeeper Spy or Night Assailant, stuff like that. Then you got Magic Cylinder. Basically, this negates an attack and inflicts damage to your opponent's life points equal to the attack of the monster that the attack was negated, obviously. Then you got Gravity Bind, which serves as another stall card. So it's a pretty good build. Hope you all enjoyed. More videos coming soon. Comment and subscribe. Later, guys.